starting in a couple minutes. Start welcoming everybody to the Zoom room. Thank you so much for joining as we get going. Thank you so much. Click on the link and invite your friends. It's going to be about 30, 40 minutes and then a Q&A at the end. Today we're going to talk about self-image. Yeah, self-image. Environment is but our looking glass. This is a beautiful, beautiful topic. And without it, nothing's going to happen. So we got to conquer the self-image. Music down here. Here we go. All right. So welcome everybody. Thank you for being here today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and thanks for coming back. This is day 2 of the 3-day show in terms of thinking into results and the $1 million mindset. Yesterday we talked about goals, and today we're going to talk about self-image. If you missed yesterday, no worries. We're going to do a quick review today and then get into it fairly quickly to self-image and how that really works. So welcome. Thank you for joining. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the replay. And for those in my community, I really appreciate you very much for being here. And thank you for being an avid, cheering me out to keep going on this journey, because I really want to help you and want to help you win. Now, the key today is going to be 2 things. Get a piece of paper and a pen and make some notes down. I'm going to be sharing with you some things that can really make the difference to what happens next for your journey of growth, for your journey of professional development. So welcome Tom and Nadine and Dean and Paul and everybody that's watching without the camera on. So thank you all so much. So I'm going to get into it fairly quickly. So like I said, get a piece of paper and a pen, and we're going to get into the presentation very, very quickly without wasting any time, just like we talked about yesterday. So thank you so much for being here. So here we are. Like I said, this is the kind of presentation with results that stick. The idea is to show you some things that can really make the difference of what really happens. So I want to welcome you. Well, really, really warm welcome. I'm really proud that you're here and you want to listen to what I have to share. I know this has made a big difference in my life, and I know it will make a big difference in your life as well. So thank you. All right, and welcome. A very, very warm welcome. The idea of the seminar with results that stick, because this can really mean the changes of what you need so that you can start having the success that you want. You want the success, and that's why you're here. Just adjusting the screen here again in a second, one moment, because this is being broadcasted and also being saved. So I want to make sure I got my website link there. So here we go. So with results that stick, and that is the key, because most of you watch seminars, most of you see things, and you notice that it doesn't really happen. You know, how many seminars we're going to watch before results start sticking, right? So today, I'm going to give you another piece of it. Yesterday, we talked about goals, and we talked about what do you really want. Today, we're going to talk about self-image, about the results that you are looking to do. And without figuring out this self-image, your results cannot surpass it. So in the inside of you, you have a self-image, and on the outside, there's another one. You ever notice you always talking to yourself, saying things, but on the outside, things are not happening? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to give you the secrets of what's happening there, okay? And if you missed yesterday, no worries. Once you get into the CRM, you will get an email with the goals replay. and it's available. It should actually come out this morning. I didn't check yet. Been busy all morning with a couple of clients. So but that's the idea. Tomorrow we'll talk about decisions and attitudes and how to make really great decisions. And on day 4, Thursday, is for those who book appointments who are serious to go to that next level. Only those will be allowed to come into the seminar on Thursday. Those who are serious to get to that next level. All right. Now, if you want to just join Q&A Thursday at 2 p.m., we have an open session, and that's when you can come in. But Thursday at 12 is dedicated for those who are serious. They want to take that step. They bought the book. They really want to see how it really works. So come on in Thursday, because I'll be sharing with you. The booklet is here somewhere. Of the map, what I call the map of your business, right? So welcome. If we have not met, my apologies. My name is Kamal. I am a student and teacher of the law of attraction. I've been mentored by Bob Proctor. I'm now a published author as well. That's my book here on the screen. And I want to thank you for those who already bought a copy and those who, really bought it before it even came out. I really appreciate your support. It's really the result of what I've learned over the past 2.5 years. And also that's the program that we teach, right? That's the thinking into results. That's what we teach. So this is my notes in that book. So if you want to speed up things and save time, you want to get yourself that book. Laura Langmeyer, my current mentor, she's the millionaire maker. She's also wrote the foreword on the book. And Raymond Aaron is my publisher. So the book is available on digital, it's available on Amazon, and you can really get yourself speed up the progress of the journey. All right. So here we go. Again, I want to welcome those who are from the big table who are coming and watching me again as well. You've probably seen this picture with me and Laurel. The idea of the mastermind, the idea is to really show you that we use masterminding a lot, and I'm teaching with Laurel a big table of how to mastermind, how to really do it. I'm doing it on privately with some business agents and entrepreneurs on masterminding. So it's really a whole different thing, because in Think and Grow Rich, my book right here, my second favorite book, here's my book. We talk a lot about masterminding, so that's why I put the specific pictures. See, a few years ago, I was not anywhere close with these gentlemen and ladies here. I see my daughter there, Sarah, my 21-year-old, and now we're masterminding together, right? So isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? So what else can I tell you about me? Yeah, this is hopefully this video is going to work. So this is another testimonial here from Laura Landmeyer. So I'm coaching on her staff as well. We help clients really get to that next level. So you're in safe hands. That's what I want to say. You are in safe hands. You are in a good spot. So, and thank you, Tom, for reading that chapter 1. That's awesome. I love it. I'm glad you like it. It's just going to keep getting better and better. So let's see what Laura have to say about me here.
Making it, investing it, like working through it. Can't just be sitting there reading a book. So very similar, Bob Proctor is very active about mindset, and that's what he studies. So we're gonna do some goal setting and get you set to have an amazing couple days. I'll be right back.
Absolutely, thank you so much. Pleasure to be here. So that was an event in Reno, Nevada. I've done it a few times now, and we're gonna do it on a regular basis. The next one is in Dallas. So I encourage you to really plug in, because I'm just jazzed that I'm able to do that, and you can do the same as well. All right. So that was Laura there on stage. We still talk on a weekly basis, and she's my mentor basically, right? So, and I'm going to tell you a quick story as well after this second quick video about thinking into results, which is really what I'm really jazzed about, this thinking into results, because it's got the key, it's got the map, it's got the process. You're probably asking yourself, how can I leap? How can I get my self-image? How can I get my business to work? Well, thinking into results is going to show you how. This is the map. This is the GPS. When you put the GPS, the address on your phone on the map, this is the GPS. This is what's going to help you get there. All right. So I'm going to try to summarize it here in this 1-minute video, just to get you a tease of what's it like. Hello and welcome. Welcome to Thinking into Results. Thank you for the support. Thanks for being in my community. This is about your mindset. This is about rewiring your mind. Everybody talks about mindset. Here, I'm going to show you how a step-by-step way to get rewired, to get to that next level. Number 2, eliminate sabotage. Most people don't even know it's a thing. See, as you're achieving and growing and becoming, your old self is stealing you back. Your old habitual behavior comes back again. And this is what we're going to eliminate. We call that self-image. Number 3, skill set and strategy. We get the mind rewired. We get you to really in a beautiful self-image. And now we're going to get you some skill set and strategy so you can earn that more income, double it, 10 times it, 100 times. And number 4, we've earned the money. You're living happy. What are you going to do with it? Learn how to invest it. Thinking into results will show you how. Click below, buy it. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for the support. Love you all. Peace. So cool, because that's the idea. The idea is self-image today, right? This is the topic that I'm going to talk
making it, investing it, like working.
We are going to talk about self-image, and that was the hello and welcome to the point of the slide, right? So this is more about me and some of the speakers I'm hanging around with. Tom Ziegler here is on the right, Glenn Moshart on the left. They're incredible people. We just had a meeting with Glenn, really phenomenal. And again, I'm sharing this with you so that you can see what you can do as well, depending on your aspirations. So I'm looking forward to connecting with you. I'm looking forward to learning about your goals. So please, the idea is to motivate you, enable you, and get you to take some action into your dreams and where you want to become, all right? So that's why I'm sharing these with you, okay? Now, a quick preview on yesterday's goals, and we started with this, and hopefully you took some time and you did study. You did, what do you really want? For those who booked the appointments, did get the chapter 1 lesson on goal setting on a worthy ideal. And by now you would have gone through the exercises. So for those who are listening, and for those clients who are listening to me as well, and for those who actually booked the appointments, that's why I was busy this morning and yesterday evening, the questions in lesson 1 gets you to really think about what do you really want. Because you think you know what you want, but you don't. Once we start eliminating the how and the cost, this question of what do you really want is big. It's not just a little thing. It's not just another meal. It's not just another vacation. It's this special thing. We talked about that in detail yesterday. And I encourage you, if you have not seen it, go back. It's probably on YouTube. It's probably on Facebook to watch that session 1, all right? And, make sure, let me know what you think of it, right? And if you haven't booked an appointment, it's probably time to do it. That's how to do it. Calendly.com. El-Rassi. This is a coaching session. We'll figure out where you're at and what you need. No pressure. It's really there to help you to see what you want to do. There's only a few spots. So the key is, let's see if we can help you get where you want to be for you or your team. Or if you have somebody in your business, in your organization that needs that help. Because I'm working with some organizations, and I find some teams are not really moving as fast as others. So we're helping those leaders take that step. All right, so take that link, Calendly.com, El-Rassi, and book an appointment. So again, this session is about you. This session is about you, and it's about your self-image and about what we can really do. All right, why am I sharing this with you? Because this is the toolbox. This is the mental toolbox that you're going to need. This is the map that's going to help you achieve. Right, this is the map to get you from where you are to where you want to go. You see, Dale Carnegie in the Think and Grow Rich book, right? Napoleon Hill summarized what Dale did. And that's Napoleon Hill here on the screen, right? This is Napoleon Hill. So he summarized it in this book. And then Earl mentored Bob, and Bob mentored me. And look at the coincidence, right? That Bob and Laurel both have mentored me, right? Bob's passed away. Laurel is my current mentor. So the idea is now to transfer this to you and to speed up your journey, to speed up your progress, to speed up your self-image. Remember that self-sabotage. Remember, if you think you've been trying and you've been working hard and you're really showing up and the results are not coming, there's a reason. And the way I know that, because I've been there. I've been there, right? And when I did that for 22 years and I wasn't getting what I wanted, like, damn it, I got 5 degrees. Got certificates, I've got education, I've got experience, I've got training, I've moved countries, and it was still not happening because the self-image wasn't what it needs to be. And once I learned how to do that, and this is what I'm going to share with you, things start to change. Things start to change. Now, there's several ways this can go. Some of you maybe have seen this or not, and some of you maybe have not seen it. Okay, so let's see if we can get the laser pointer here so you can see that I want you to get better. You see this green line? I want you to get better. This is you here today, and you have several options, right? You're either going to get better or you're not. Are you here today and you're going to keep going for the next 6 months in this survival mode? 6 to 12 months from now, you're going to be in this up and down, up and down, up and down. And if we don't do anything about it, you're going to be getting worse. So you have to make a choice. You have to wake up and really pay attention. Do you want to just be surviving up and down? Do you want to be just kind of clinging to life? Or are you willing to get worse? Or are you willing to say, no, I am going to get better. I'm going to make a decision, a committed decision, and I'm going to get better. I'm going to talk to you a bit about decision today. The big decision is tomorrow. But today I'm going to show you a piece from Bob's video on decisions as well, because you have to make a decision today that you are going to get better. That 6 months from now, you're not going to be in just survival mode. You're not going to be in this, oh my God, I'm barely going to lose my job. Oh my God, I'm barely going to pay the bills. Oh, I want you to have a goal. I want you to have a life. I want you to be striving and growing, looking at investments. There's so many investments to get into. We always just looked at one this morning. Even though I'm busy and have so much to do, I still look at one this morning. Why? Because I can. All right? Because I can. And I know you can too. Because if I can do it, you can do it. That's the magic. If I can do it, you can do it. And I say that enough time, and I want you to really know that you can do it. Now, you're going to have to make a committed decision. You have to make a committed decision that you want to grow with no anxiety. You don't want to do it with working hard. You want like this effortless life. You want to do what you love. You are at a certain frequency here in vibration. You're thinking something, you're acting something, your results are here, and we want to go there. And I'm going to get Bob as well to explain to you how this really works, because you can hear it from me, but you've heard it enough times. I want you also to hear Bob's word on this. We're going to play that video in a minute. But I want you to make that decision. And if you did lesson 1 yesterday, and if you read chapter 1 from my book, I really ask you to figure out what you want, to write down a goal. What is this goal? What is it you want to do? Right? These lines are frequencies and vibrations, and you can get to that. Right? You can get to that. Now, today's topic is self-image. And if you've been working hard, and if you've been trying, and if you've been moving around, if you look at the last 2-3 years of your income, if you've got the book, you probably have an idea that you're probably about the same pace. If not, you're more likely worse than before. If we're not getting better, we're getting worse, because everybody else is getting better. So think about it this way. If you're staying, let's say you make $100,000 a year, hopefully more, but let's say you're there. And if you're not improving, everything is getting more expensive. You're actually getting worse. But it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I talk about that in detail in the book. You have a certain set of beliefs, you do certain actions, you start interacting with others, and then this idea is being reinforced back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, this self-image business is big. Really, really big. Now, this is how most people do it. On the left side here, you see here, this is the wrong way to do it, where you look at your current results, you look at how you're suffering, you look at the misery, you look at how you can't pay the bills, you look at how you're not in the job that you want. You keep thinking about it, and you keep getting the same thoughts of the current results. That's the living that you're in. That's the living that I was in. I know that because I've been there. All right? That's how I know that. So what I'm sharing with you is my experience. And this is in the book, my experience on this subject. So you're thinking about what you're getting, and then you start feeling about it. What does that mean? That means you get angry, you get upset, you're not happy, you're getting ill, and you take some kind of action, and you keep getting the same results. That's how most people live. So when you've heard it before that 95% of the people are stuck, 90% of the people don't even have a goal, is because they're living in this mode. This is the mode they're living in. But I want to teach you how to change from the self-image and from the goal, the different perspective. I want you to start thinking about what you want. I want you to think about what you want. I want you to take time to imagine what you want. And we're going to do an exercise today on imagination, right? Then I want you to feel what it's going to be like. We did that a bit yesterday when I said, imagine your life when you didn't have to worry about bills. When you didn't have to worry about your statements. We didn't have to worry about the end of the month if you get paid before you do things, right? Imagine if you can start living from the thought, from the end, feeling about how that is, taking some action, and you get some results. That's a different way of living. That's manifestation. That's growth, right? That's how it happens. I want you to write this down. This is manifestation. This thing on the right, this is how we manifest things. So if you've been ever wondering what's the law of attraction about, if you've ever been wondering how do people attract people into their life, and I'm going to show you how I did it, and I'm actually showing you right now, that's manifestation, right? It's taking that non-physical and it's become physical. You think of something, you feel it, and it becomes action. You take some action, you get some results. It is doable. Now, I didn't believe that before. Trust me, I did not. But I know how it works. And now I can teach you how to do that. Now, you know where you are. You know where you want to go, I hope. The screen is giving me a little trouble. So you know where you are, and you know where you want to go. And I'm covering this quickly because we did this yesterday, okay? But why are so many people stuck? See, if you follow what I'm about to share with you to the letter, your life's going to start to change. This thing that I'm teaching you here might seem simple, but there's a lot more to it, right? Think about it. What does this really mean? You know where you are, you know where you want to go. You have a goal. What does it really mean? But why don't we change? How come it's not possible? How come you work hard, but you really don't, or if you do, it goes back? So first, we have something called a paradigm. And we mentioned that. And what is this paradigm? Well, a paradigm, as defined by the one and only Bob Proctor, is a mental program that has exclusive control over our behavior. Exclusive, almost exclusive. And almost that's the way how we live. That's the way we live. Wouldn't you like to change this paradigm so that you can get to where you want to go fast? So that you can really reach? Because I want you to. I want you to. Now I'm going to let Bob explain this in a different way, right? I'm going to let Bob explain it because what the video I'm about to share with you about self-image, the video I'm about to share with you is phenomenal. This is usually only kept for clients, but that's okay. I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to stop the sharing here. 1 second. Here we go. So let's see where we are, and let's see what Bob have to say about the video. I'm going to go to the screen, and I'm going to share with you the screen, and you're going to see something you've probably never seen before. So if you haven't been writing things down, I suggest you do, because this video will explain a lot. It's going to explain a lot. Here we go.
Now, let's go to a lesson on decision. Let these lines represent levels of vibration. Each level of vibration is referred to as a frequency. Okay? We think on frequencies. We literally think on frequencies. Now, here's where you're thinking. You say, no, I don't think that way, Bob. I don't think, yeah, that's what you're thinking. Yeah. You know why? I can tell by the results. If I was to describe your thinking, you'd probably say, no, that's not what I'm thinking at all. And I wasn't thinking of getting these results. You wouldn't have got them if you weren't. What did Job, the great sufferer in the Bible, say? Lo, the thing I fear has come to visit upon me. Maybe you feared it. Maybe you were worried about it. You didn't relate that to your thinking, though. That's your thinking. Oh, yeah. You say, there's where I want to be. That's what I want. That's the level I want to be at. Well, say I made a decision to do that, and I'm going to do it as soon as what? And then you go ahead and describe the conditions you're going to do it under. And you're expecting to get it on that frequency. It's never going to happen. Pretty soon that decision fades. And then pretty soon the goal that caused that decision fades too. We say, I'm going to do that as soon as I get the money. I'm going to go to the next training, if I can get the time. Look, You based it on something that's happened on that previous frequency, it's going to die, and so is the goal. Why? Because you're down here. Your mind and your thoughts are down here on this frequency, so they're the only results you can get. When you say, I'm going to go there, and you make a committed decision, that's it. Your mind and thoughts must be focused on the same frequency as your goal. It's got to be on that frequency. That's the only thing. You see, you got to make a committed decision. You don't just do it if it's convenient. You do it regardless. You've got to think and act like the person you want to become. Are you thinking and acting like that person? Are you leading? Are you really communicating your idea effectively? Are you? I'm going to tell you something. That's how you got to see yourself. There's only one prerequisite. Want is the only prerequisite. Want. That's the way you want to be. You'll start thinking on that frequency. Think of it. Want is the only prerequisite. If that's the way you want to be, you'll start thinking on that frequency. And what's going to happen when you think on that frequency? Then you're going to attract, just like the acorn attracted. Remember, there was no energy jammed right up beside it. There was energy way down here, and it moved, right towards the acorn, and it became one with the acorn, because that's the way it works. That's the way it'll work for you. You see, that's why successful people make decisions so fast. They don't take months to become the person they want to become. They make a written description of exactly what they want to become, and then they get emotionally involved and they begin acting like that person. Now, it may feel very awkward acting like that person to begin with. It may feel very awkward. That's because the old paradigm is putting up a fight. That's why successful people make decisions fast. They understand. They write out an image of the person they want to be. They plant it in their mind, and just like the acorn is an image planted in it, a pattern plan, so do you. What is the lesson here? If you want to attract the thoughts and the things that's going to enable you to sell these,
so he is talking about the image in your mind. This image that is on your mind, right? Wouldn't you love to have a perfect image of what you want in your mind before it really happens? Like, wouldn't you like to have a self-script that really says, this is how I'm going to be. This is how I'm going to become. Most people want the freedom. Most people want to be part of that 2-3% of the population. But they are not willing to commit. They don't make that decision and they keep going backwards. So I have a self-script. Bob taught me how to do that. So every day I go through it. And every day I go through it. Every day I go through it in the morning and at night. Now, when you study with me, we teach you how to do that. Now, this is not hard. It's simple, but it's kind of hard to do every day because you don't have the habit. But we can teach you how to do it. All of my clients, and you're going to see them in a minute as I go through the slides, do that. And they're getting results. They're going from broke to feeling good. They're going from not selling to selling. Just like that, in 2 weeks, in 2 months. There was one of them, I can't say the names, because you can go on the website and she says there, she wasn't selling anything. She came to me, started studying, started working a few things out, and now she's selling these machines, $6,500 a pop. Making 30-40% each. How? Self-image. You have to see yourself winning before you win. Olympians do it. Those who win medals do it. Those who climb mountains do it. Are you willing to do that? See, I wasn't willing before, but now I am. So I believe in myself. It's here. It's actually here in my notes as well. Because every day I don't just read it, I actually even write it as well. Because I want to implement this self-image in my mind and my subconscious mind. I want it to be implanted. When I have this idea, I want to plant it. Just like this acorn he talks about. I want to attract who I want into my life. This is going to do it. See, you don't have to do it by yourself. That's the magic. You don't have to do it by yourself. Most people want to, but I want to push you a little bit now. Because I'm serious about this. Like, I was an engineer before, I didn't believe this stuff, and now I do. So I want you to know, how committed are you? How committed are you, like, to really bet on you? Yes, I'm talking to you, Tom, and Shaven, and Michelle, and Dean, and Notch. Are you committed? Would you bet on you? If your life depends on it, like, do you realize it or not? Your life depends on it. But are you willing to bet on it? Or you just want to continue being an employee that's under the radar and safely fade away into retirement? I just want to be under the radar. Or do you want to live your life? Right? You want to start being that champion that you want. So what kind of freedom you want? See, I can help you build that. You probably don't have the confidence to do it, the courage, the tenacity, but I can help you do that. And how come I can do it? How come you can do it? You can do it by yourself, but it might take you longer. If you want to speed things up, if you want to do this in a few months, 6 months, 12 months, instead of taking you 20 years or 30 or 40 or maybe never, I want to help you. See, this book is for free, right? Think and Grow Rich. The secret is here. But do you know what the secret is? See, Bob told me the secret. And if you want the secret, you have to come and study. I can share with you the secret. Now, how good are you willing to get in what you're doing? If it is advertising, if it's promotion, if it is bakery, if it is salon, if it is selling, how good are you willing to get? See, if you can't see yourself earning $1 million, you're not going to earn $1 million. Are you willing to bet on you? How much success do you want? What is success to you anyways? So let's figure that out. I love that. Michelle would love to be the best. I love it. And we're going to define that to a whole other extreme, because without self-image, without wanting it first and claiming it to the world, it's going to be difficult. But I want to help you figure this out fast. See, I want you to think of something that you really want. I want you to dream it. I want you to have this image of you, right? Bet on you. I want you to live in the dream, not in your results. I want you to live in the dream. And I want you to impress that idea onto your subconscious mind. Now, we study the stick man figure in my classes, so I'm not going to go a lot of detail. But basically, I want you to think of what you want, dream about it, feel it. What would it feel like? And imagine, we did this exercise yesterday. Imagine you on the beach, you selling the homes, you helping others, you curing some disease, you are a researcher, you are the one that's working at Apple or whoever. I have clients all over the world doing all kinds of different things. Most of them are mompreneurs and real estate agents, but there's few in the tech industry because they really wanted to be, they were engineers and they want to get to that $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 level. You can do it too, but do you trust yourself with that kind of money? Do you feel that you can get that income in you? Because if you don't, it's not going to happen. See, I was with Glenn Morshower the other day, and we were talking about the law of attraction. It's phenomenal. How big can your dream be? How beautiful can it be? Are you willing to allow yourself to go there? Some people have such a poor self-image that they don't think highly of themselves. They're shy to go in public. You worry too much about criticism. You worry too much about what others saying about you. See, your life is going to start to change when you change your self-image. The way you feel about yourself on the inside is coming to the outside. You want the success, you want that $1 million personality, you want that income. Before it happens on the outside, the inside has to happen. Where is this inside? The inside is here in your subconscious mind. In your subconscious mind. The body just does the action, what the subconscious mind does. Just like when you're driving, right? When you're driving, you don't do left. You just go, you just drive and drive on automatic. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. Let's see what the next slide is about. So I hope I got your attention. I want you to think. Now, this self-image concept, we also study it in psycho-cybernetics, right? This is where the magic begins, right? It's you got to think of what you want and it's going to become, right? And it's different. It's different. It's all in the mind. So what kind of story are you telling yourself? You really want to earn $100,000 a month? You really want to take your annual into a month? You want to take, you want to double your income? But what kind of numbers do you want? Like, how big can you dream? Because abundance is everywhere and it's already here. It's about us. It's about we hold things back. We are the limit. You put the limit on yourself. I put the limit on myself. And again, I'm only sharing with you what I've experienced. And that's why I can pass this knowledge to you. So we have to do what we call an identity shift. You have to shift yourself in the mind first. It starts up here. It's like Van Gogh said. Van Gogh was asked, how do you paint such beautiful pictures? He said, I dream my picture, then I paint my dream. It's a beautiful thing from Van Gogh. I dream my picture, then I paint my dream. What are you painting? Most of my clients, once they start manifesting things and seeing things happen, the results start getting fast. It just takes one little thing at a time. But you got to get started. It's not too late. Now, Bob, he's passed away now. He did this for 61 years. So we have the work, we have the videos, we have the text, we have the right question, we have the process, we have the map. It's like you want to go from one place to the other. We have the shortcut. You can go on struggling another 20 years to figure out by yourself. You can go on by yourself watching YouTube videos all you want until you get a mentor to get you to go through. It's not going to happen fast. Look what Bob said. In 85 years, Bob said, no one has achieved massive success without a mentor. I have 3. Bob passed away, so we have Laurel, and I have 2 others. Why? Because I want to get there faster. I want somebody to help me with my book. I want somebody to help me with my fitness. I want somebody to help me with my money. Once you start earning money, you don't know what to do with it. It's exciting. And this shifting paradigm, this shifting mindset, it's impossible to do it by yourself because you don't have the belief. Now, you might be saying, Kamal, I have the belief. I can just read the books and I get it by myself. And I'm going to tell you, you can't. Because if you could, you would have done it. The fact that you're here, the fact that you're still listening, you want to grow. And if you could have grown, you would have done it already. So you have to go to somebody that you resonate with, that have some results similar to what you want. And those results could be anything. It could be fitness, it could be money, it could be looks, it could be speaking, it could be presentation, it could be health, it could be wealth. You find somebody that you resonate with and you pay him some money, pay him or her, and you become like that. Start asking them questions. But are you willing to do the work? Because it's not like something you can just buy. You have to do the work, internal work. So we can mentor you on this. We can teach you how this works. We can help you write this new self-image of you. And in 6 months, you're going to need a telescope to see yourself. Now, when Bob told me that the first time, I was like, what the heck is he talking about? I did it, and it worked. And I'm going to show you a slide now. You're going to be amazed with some of the results that I'm getting. You'll be amazed with some of the results that my clients are getting. This is a guaranteed system that it has to work because it's been tested, it's proven. That's what we call it, science and psychology. It's guaranteed to work. And I want to help you. Now, I'll help you if you're committed. I have very few people that will just buy the material and go on their own. They're usually coaches, but for the most, they come either as private or group. And we'll have a first session and we'll see if I can help you. And then we'll set a program. I have certain set of expectations because I want everybody to have results. I don't want people to say, I couldn't do it and it doesn't work. Oh, it works. You do the work, it's going to get you results. And I want to help you. I love this line. I'm so happy and grateful for. Why do I have this? I'm so happy and grateful for what I'm dreaming about. See, I start being grateful for what's coming to me so I can attract it into my life. How would you like the law of attraction to start being alive in your life? How would you like to understand the law of vibration and attraction? Vibration is a primary law to really work, to really see things before they happen. This is not far-fetched. This is real. You saw those lines from Bob, right? Earlier. Now, we want to do this without anxiety, right? We want to do this with calm and ease. We don't want to do this with double jobs. We don't do this with like 3-4 businesses. You want to be focused. You want to be like effortless life. You want to do what you love to do. Now, would that be worth it? Would that be worth it? For those who were here yesterday, and for those who are maybe some of my clients, I have to say all the names. you do some of the, you take some time to imagine, right? Because it's all in the imagination. See what Van Gogh said. I'm going to tell you again. I dream my picture, and then I paint my dream. Why don't you take time to imagine? What is it that you want? Right away, in lesson one and thinking about, we get you to do that. We get you to really practice. What do you do? In the first few rounds, you won't even allow yourself to go there because you're too scared. And it's okay. I was like that. I think this slide is misplaced, but basically that talks about the lessons and the access and all that good stuff. So we'll talk about that one tomorrow. This should have been moved. So what's limiting us then? Like if it is that easy, if it works already, what's the limit? Well, why are we so limited, right? See, look what it says here. You're only limited by weakness of attention and imagination. Let's see my chats here. I would like to be the best. I love that, Michelle. So are we practicing the imagination work? Do you take time to really see yourself in this new world? I took time this morning. I'll probably take some time this afternoon to really envision my goal, to really see myself with the goal achieved. 5, 10 minutes, 20. This morning it was 20 minutes. This afternoon, probably about 20 minutes. And evening time before I go to bed. I do it 2-3 times a day. I also do it on a regular basis. I see my goal all the time. I have my goal in my pocket. Right here. Do you have your goal in your pocket? Now, when I first saw this 2.5 years ago from Bob, I was like, what the heck is that? Now, 3 out of the 4 things have happened. I'm working on my 4th one. Once you come to the inner circle, to the clients, you'll get to know more about my goal, but it's incredible. Weakness of attention and power of imagination. Are you willing to bet on you? Are you willing to do the exercises that we'll give you so you can really stretch? Are you willing? What does everybody want? If you're asking about, why you're here and wellness and success, what does everybody want? Everyone wants some kind of freedom, right? Freedom from the bills, freedom from work, freedom from this, freedom from the kids, maybe even freedom from relationships. Who knows? I work with a few people in relationships. They want to get out. They're planning the exit. What kind of freedom do you want? Time and money freedom? Time and money freedom. Wouldn't that be nice? I like this line. You'll be amazed at how much free time you're going to have when you never have to think about money. You'll be amazed at how much free time you're going to have when you never have to think about money. Because money is a whole other subject. Money is a frequency. You'll get money once you start adding service. Once you start adding value in the world, once you start helping somebody do something, solve a problem, you're going to get some money. Selling is service. So if you're struggling in your business, if your business is not generating the income, it's because you have some relationship with money. Something is not happening. We're going to fix that relationship with money. That's also a self-image problem. If you were raised like myself, I was raised in a very poor village in Lebanon, very poor. No money, no food, no water, no power. Even the washroom for the first, I think, 15 years was outside. You had to really go outside to do the thing that you got to do. Poor, right? So what kind of relationship do you think I had with money? Poor relationship with money. So we got to fix that. I fixed that. I learned how to do that. Would you like to learn how to do that? Because if you don't fix that relationship, then money is not going to come to you. See, it's a two-way stream. You think, oh, I can just receive. Well, it's not about receiving. It's about giving. See, once I learned to give, I started receiving. It took me a while to understand this. Willingly give and graciously receive. It all has to do with money. So again, what kind of childhood upbringing you've had? What kind of story you went through? How tight was it when you were growing up? Maybe you were fortunate that you will grow up in a very amazing home, a lot of abundance and a lot of money, and now you don't even want to work because you think money is just available. Well, guess what? If your parents know any better, they're not going to just dump a lot of money in your bank account. They're going to make you work for it. Who knows, right? So let's fix that relationship with money so that it can come to you with ease. Now you might say, how ease? Well, depending how much you're willing to put service. Money is given for service rendered. That's it. You elevate your service, you get more money. You solve bigger problems, you get bigger money. You elevate your self-image to solve $100 million problem. Guess what? You're going to get that value. You keep working on the little problems, you're going to get a little value. So that's how I take my clients from selling an $80,000 home to $1 million home. It's the same equation. You're selling the same house. It's just a house. It's got a title. It's got a certificate. It's got an inspection. But somehow your mind is locked on a certain level because your self-image is where you're at. You're programmed at this level, and we're going to have to shift you. See, there's three things that Bob taught me, and that was in the first image there. What do you really want? Goals, shifting paradigm, and decisions. And shifting paradigm, that's a self-image. You have to shift your value. You have to demand abundance from you, and then you're going to get it back. Just elevate your level of service. And if I can do it, you can do it. Results. How do they happen? Do we think they just happen? So we're going to do a quick exercise. Maybe we'll do like 4 or 5 minutes to imagine what is it that you want, right? So imagine waking up and there's money in the bank. Imagine waking up and you're free to do whatever you want. Spending every day doing something real that's valuable to you. Creating relationships that way beyond the surface, right? Really living that life of abundance. Imagine, can you see yourself doing it? Because if you don't see yourself doing it, it ain't going to happen. So I'm going to play a little music here. Let's see if it's the next slide. Now we can be grateful for that, right? So I want you to imagine. So let me just get to the music part. And we can do that exercise for 4 minutes. Because I want to help you do it. This is not fake. This is real. So I want you to really see how it's done, right? So let's take a few minutes to imagine, to be grateful for what you can get. See, I can even be grateful before I even receive it, right? So you hold this image in your mind. You think of that person you want to become. This lesson is self-image. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to become? All I have to do, I just have to remember my self-image. Now, you probably don't have one, and if you do, that's great. But just think, who do you want to be like? What kind of place you want to be? And think of that image. Hold that image on your mind. Your mind thinks in pictures. And give that picture some love. Love is the highest frequency and vibration. Give that image some love. Remember Van Gogh, I dream my picture, then I paint my dream. What is this picture that you're thinking about? What kind of places do you want to be at? Give it some energy, give it some life. It's like that seed that you put on the ground. You take a little seed and you put it on the ground, 70, 80 days later, it's going to become a flower, it's going to become a carrot, it's going to become a tomato. Just like the seed, like the baby, right? It takes a baby 280 days to grow. Gestation period varies. So this exercise of imagination, this exercise of seeing the future, this exercise of self-image, of what you want to become, it's so important. If you don't take anything from today's session, do this one. Do this one every day for 30 days and come back. And I bet you $1,000 your life is going to be so much better. You do it every day, morning and night for 30 days. And come back and send me a message. I bet your life will change. But you know what? You're going to struggle. You're not going to do it. Because if you haven't been doing it, you're not going to do it. Habitually, this paradigm is not going to let you. And that's why mentorship works. That's why coaching works. That's why you need this group. So what I'm going to teach you is to be grateful. I want you to do this grateful practice exercise of self-image. Think of that person you want to become. Look at that image. If it's a house, if it's a relationship, if it's gold, I don't know what it is. See yourself having it. See yourself achieving it in your living room, in your family. It's right there. Be so grateful for it before it even happens. See, I'm not just grateful for the house that I have and the cars that I have and my kids and my family. I'm grateful for the things that I'm dreaming about. Because I want to activate everything. All the energy that's available to me, that I'm able to see, I want to activate it to come to me, right? So let's do that. Now, if you've never done this, it's okay. We're just going to do 4 minutes. So let me see where the music's at. So, so imagine when you do this several times a day for weeks, how powerful you're going to be. I tell you, I didn't believe in this before, but now I look forward to it in the morning, after lunch, in the evening. It's so cool. Now, the key to this is learning and growing, right? Goal setting, shifting paradigm, decision making. And 1% of the people make decisions fast. That's the way it is. That's just the way it is. I didn't come up with this. This is science and fact. 1% of the population that really make it happen, they make decisions fast. Your intuition tells you if this works or not. Your intuition tells you if you're resonating with this. And some of you maybe have seen this before, some of you have not, but basically, you know if it's time for you to get better. You know if it's time for you to start investing in yourself. You know you've been waiting too long. How do I know that? Because I waited too long. I waited 22 years. And now in 2.5 years, so 24 and a half, so much better. I think the slide is here where I can share with you some of the things that happened after I started making decisions fast. See, you got to learn to make decisions fast. It doesn't matter if it's a yes or no for me. It's you just do that and your life's going to change. You're going to make decisions quick, really quick. This is a picture here of my clients. Actually, this was us. Maybe this was yesterday or last. I think it was yesterday. So this is a picture of the client group. We have a group coaching and we have private coaching. So private will fix that all the time. This is the group. And they're real estate agents, they're mompreneurs, they're engineers. You know, they just wanting to develop themselves. They want to grow to that next level. And they're getting amazing results. And so can you. They made the decision to jump. They made the decision that it's going to get better and it will get better. In everything. In life, in fitness, in health, in relationship, and in business. It's all around. But we can focus on one specific area of our life. So I'm sharing this with you because I want you to see that these are some of the people that are really getting results. And there's many other ones that are not in this picture because a lot of people are private, most of my practice. So it's pretty cool. What else? Got it on this slide. We're going to skip through this one. But how do they do it? Well, we do it through what we call thinking into results. And this is the map. This is like when you type that GPS, when you put an address and how do you get to that next address, we call it thinking into results. That's what we do. From setting a goal to seeing yourself growing, to stopping, to building that self-image that we talked about, to actually stop being scared, to becoming a leader. Because you and I know, if you are to run a business, if you are to grow more than $100,000 business, if you are to really become a senior executive, a manager, an engineer, an admin in a business, in a corporation, you need leadership. You got to become that leader, and we're going to teach you how to do that. Can't do it by yourself. I waited too long, right? So I think I'm going to share with you next beautiful slide. This is how it works. You decide to change your life for the better, and things are going to be amazing. There's two ways. The group, 6997, that's for 6 months. If you go 2 payments, it's it should have it's 2 payments will be like 3997. So it'll be a total of 7997 for 2 payments. Or 1 payment is 6997. And that's how easy it is. You decide to change your life, and your income will change. Your life will change. Your health will change. It's peanuts. It's if you do the math, it's like 20, 25 bucks a day. So imagine you having me and all this experience for the next 6 months, somebody in your pocket. Then you need help with it. Oh man, what's going on? How do I do this? How do I do that? This is what I'm feeling. And I'm going to help you. 20, 25 bucks a day. I mean, just imagine. You're going to have access to the material for life. There's even financing available now. I didn't know that, but now we have it. So one of my admins found it and said, hey, we can offer that. So we signed up. So it's not about if you have the money. It's not about if you can afford it or not. Can you afford not to? Just imagine what I paid to be mentored by Bob Proctor. Just imagine what I paid to be mentored by Bob Proctor twice till he passed away. Now it's like, we just have this video. Just imagine what I paid to get mentored by Laurel, private with Laurel, right? And a few others right now. So you're going to get all that experience handed over to you for the minor, 6997. Peanuts. Really, it's a no-brainer. Really no-brainer. Now, I want to share with you one more thing. And this is mostly why I'm so proud of what I did and what's to come, because the fact that I made that decision, this is what's happening. All kind of invites, all kind of opportunities. And this is not to brag. This is just to show you in the short amount of time. And some of you have seen me. Some of you have been on these meetings. Some of you have been around. That now I'm speaking on stages with the elite people. Forbes Riley, Laura Langmeyer, James Dentley, Harrison Klein. These are some of the top people. We have an event coming up in Miami. There's one next month. There's one in March. There's one I pretty soon I'm going to have to close the gap because I cannot do all of them. These are just some of the few that I did. And this is, again, not to brag, just to show you that once you make a decision that will change the course of your life, you make a decision that this is for you, life will change. But first, make the decision. Make the decision that you are done being mediocre. You are done being average. Average is over. This is 2023. I'm not going to brag with all these things here, but you can see this for yourself. Some of you know me, right? We're looking at 2 more investments now in the next couple of months. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. That's what I want you to believe in. I want you to believe in yourself, but to do that, you're going to have to develop the self-image that we talked about for the last 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. You got to develop this beautiful image of you, right? And gain this understanding of your real potential. There is so much inside of you waiting. You have a gift. The fact that you're here, you're resonating at a different frequency. And we have to develop this potential. And to develop it, we have to gain the understanding. The understanding is thinking into results. Now, why haven't you been able to do it? We're running just a few minutes late, but bear with me. You haven't been able to do it because we are stuck with the school system that teaches us everything has to happen step by step. I was stuck in the school system. That's the story that I've been wanting to tell you. I had 5 degrees and I still haven't figured out what I wanted to do. 5 degrees, engineering, maths and engineering, MBA, certificates, Dale Carnegie, all kind of business stuff. Superior knowledge, inferior results. What does it cause? Confusion and frustration. Why? Because I was filling my intellectual mind with information. If you're just jumping from one seminar to another seminar to another seminar, you're just getting all this information. But I want you to embody the information. I'm going to teach you how to take this information that I'm going to share with you, the knowledge, and really implement it into your life. This is a picture of the stickman figure because you have a paradigm inside of you. And to change your results, and your results are your results. That's your relationship, that's your money, that's your health, that's your wealth, the real physical results. We have to change the paradigm. And the self-image is part of it. This paradigm must change. The paradigm does not change, the results will not change. And I'm going to teach you how to do that. But unfortunately, the change does not just happen. You do have to make that decision, just like what Bob said in that video earlier. You got to decide that you've had enough. That it's time for you to grow. It's time for you to really become that next icon, that next individual, that next president, that next entrepreneur. You got to decide that you need the help. And it's okay to ask for help. It doesn't matter that you're 30, 40, 50, 60. I have clients 68. I have another one 65. I have somebody 50. I have somebody in their 20s. It doesn't matter what your age. You got to raise your hand and say, I need help. Shit, excuse my life. How can I be 50-year-old and I still can't figure out my way out of the house? How come I still can't go to the gym? I have people that can't even follow a schedule. When would you like to start giving yourself a command and follow it? How would you like that? Give yourself a command and follow. Like, say, I'm going to church on Sunday and I'm going. That's one example. I'm going to go to the market and I'm going to do this. I'm going to the gym 3 times a week. It's a simple command. But you can't do it because your old self is stealing you, is not letting you change. It does not want you to earn money. It does not want you to grow. It does not want you to be happy. It wants you to stay stuck. And I'm telling you, I have the secret. I can help you change very, very quick. But you are going to have to do the work. You have to show up and allow this information to help you. And how do I know it works? Because it works on me. It's going to work on you. It's working on my clients. Decide to change. This is what you get when you start to work with me. 6 months life coaching. It's a wealth building strategy. I didn't know at the beginning. I thought it was just a, feeling good kind of thing, but it's a wealth building strategy. You saw the slide earlier with the investments. 12 lessons to help guide you to move across from where you are to where you want to go. Lifetime access. This is not just a one-time deal. All of your family can have the access with your access. If you want more access points, we'll talk about that. Interactive sessions where you can come in and ask questions. I'm your guy. And there's 2 calls from Bob Proctor's office, PGI. Somebody will do these calls twice every 6 months, so once a quarter. And I'm also throwing in a lot of bonuses. I'm throwing me into this package. You're getting me as part of everything that I know with you. And all the book clubs, we have a bunch of them. I think now there's 4. So if you have a business and you want to sell, I can teach you how to sell. If you want to learn Think and Grow Rich, I can teach you that. Psycho-cybernetics, you were born rich. Who knows what else we're going to come up with? We just started one on real estate for business owners and real estate agents and business owners, a mastermind. It's a whole other incredible opportunity. So for those who really say, yeah, I'm in, maybe we'll put you in without any extra cost to that one. But you have to jump. You have to say, you know what? I'm ready. I'm willing to bet on me because I was willing to bet on me, and it's your chance to bet on you. And if you don't have the confidence, we can help you build that confidence. I want you to have that confidence. I want you to have it. So this slide talks about Thursday. So we have today's meeting. We have tomorrow about decisions and attitude. Now, Thursday at midday, same time, 12 o'clock, only those who booked appointments will be on that call because it's going to be an open Q&A. We'll show you the back office. We'll show you everything what's going on. No one's left behind. If you have financing issues, we'll figure it out. That's for Thursday at 12. For those who've already booked appointments and really want to do it. Now, Thursday at 2 p.m. is my regular mastermind, the free one that's open to the public. You can also come to that one, okay? If you can't come on Thursday at 12, and if you haven't booked an appointment and you're not going to make it by then, come to the 2 p.m. on Thursday. Again, this is how it works. This is what it takes. Decide to change your life. It's basically one payment of $6,997, 2 payments for a total of $7,997 would be $4,000 each. That's how it works. It's really a bargain. It's basically 25, 30 bucks a day. And you can have all this with you. And you'll have everything that Bob did for 61 years. Sandy is just phenomenal. This can really change the course for you. But it's only going to work. It's only going to work if you really commit, right? If you really say, I'm ready, I'm done, I really want to grow up. It's my turn, it's my time, and life is good. I mean, you have to be willing to step up. You have to be willing to step up. And if you're not, if you don't have that courage, if you don't have that confidence, there's a reason, there's something happening. We can help you change. So we're just a little bit over. Sorry about that. We'll take one question each. Welcome, Eliana, one of my amazing clients. Thanks for being here. We're just about to wrap up, but Michelle, thank you for being on the live. I love that. Skip the big box. Tell us, Michelle, what is that about? What do you do? Where are you at?
We are a community online directory that promotes shopping local and community amongst our members.
Oh, wow. I love it. Worldwide. I love it. It's good. I love beautiful banner. Good. Any questions, Michelle, on what you heard?
Here we go. It wouldn't unmute. No, this is really awesome. Actually, I did start reading the book you suggest,
Okay.
and Think and Grow Rich. I was like blindsided by Think and Grow Rich because I've heard of it for years and years, and I thought it was another business book. But no, it is not. So that was really awesome. So I thank you for inviting me this morning. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's awesome. It's a beautiful book, and we're studying it. It's if you read the first couple of chapters right away, it tells us that it's not just a book meant to be read once. We got to study this book, and we go through it lesson by lesson, chapter by chapter, and sometimes we barely go 2-3 pages because there's so much content. So I love the book. And the best part is for those who sign up to become my clients, I often share the videos that Bob explains the lesson, because this is a law of success buried in here. So when you guys become clients, you'll see the videos that are very, very, worth thousands of dollars, but they're my clients. So I share with them everything that I got. So it's pretty, imagine, like 61 years and you get a 10, 15-minute video on what is it, how to do it, because we want to connect the dot. We want to know how. So that's another 7 months. I think Shavin said something. She just took off. Shavin Fox, cool. She's from my community. Cool. All right. Dean, thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Hopefully you're having an amazing day. Any questions today, Dean?
No, sir, Kamal, I don't have any questions. Again, I just I love your delivery. I love your openness and willingness to share and get people fired up and get them moving from point A to point B, how great or small that distance may be. And so just trying to stay engaged here. And again, you are the man. I really gravitate towards your energy, that's for sure.
I love it. I love it, man. It's just awesome to have you here, and thanks for the support. The idea, a lot of us sometimes we just need that little encouragement. We need that little push to say, you know what, let's do this. And I know the stuff works. I mean, like I said before, like I'm an engineer. So when you're an engineer, you don't trust things. You want analytical wise. You wanna analyze it to death. But I know it works because it does work. And I want everybody to really get that success very, very quickly. And Liana is also an engineer as well, and she's in one of my groups. So welcome. The idea is to really deliver it in a way that doesn't seem overwhelming. Like if I can do it, you can do it. But if I say it, do you really get it, right? Like I didn't believe in this stuff. I'm an engineer. I look at numbers, I look at math, I look at graphs. And now we're talking law of attraction, we're talking law of vibration, we're talking multiply your business, we're talking multiply your investments. Literally this morning, we looked at 2 investments, even between all what's going on today, with all the emails, all the texts. So you start to learn how to become effective, how to become productive, how to manage activities, not time. I don't need to do all the work. You don't need a lot of things from me. I had one client, she was only studying with me for 2 weeks. And I'm like, hey man, what's up? Where did you go? She goes, no, come on, I'm good. I got what I needed. I'm like, but you have 6 months. She goes, I don't need 6 months. I got what I needed. So you don't need a lot. There is something usually blocking. There's something holding the people back from whatever happened through childhood, that self-image stuff that we talked about. And we unlock it. We figured it out as we start talking and figuring out what's going on. Boom, we shifted. You shift. So pretty cool. Oliana, good to see you here. Thank you so much. Sorry you missed the first part, but we talked about self-image, similar to what we did in the lesson last night. But I presented a bit of a small video from Bob that really shows decision making. We'll share that with you next week. So, any questions on self-image for the group, or you can motivate Michelle and Dean on what's going on?
What's going on? Let's see. Hi, everybody. Good to be here. So what's happening is I would like to just share my experience. Kamal not just gives you the program that that you sign up eventually for. It's thinking into results with Bob's videos, with Bob's exercises. That's all great. That's Bob's wisdom. You read it, you think about it, implement it for yourself. But what else is really cool is that Kamal provides you with Zoom meetings. Like if you choose to, you don't have to, but you can connect every day to those Zoom meetings. And it's like repetition. It's like you're not abandoned by yourself with that program one-on-one at home and all the distractions. You have scheduled time to show up here and focus on your progress, focus on your questions, and be with people that are like-minded and want to grow. And that's really cool. You can do it every day if you choose to. we read books of Bob's, we discuss, we ask questions, get to know each other. So I think the support is something that is missing from a lot of other programs. So
Thank you.
that's cool. Yeah.
I appreciate that very much. Absolutely. Well, the repetition, the support, and I find for business owners, like we need the self-image, we need the think and grow rich, we need the self. I think today we talk about selling, so we're going to talk about selling after this is over. It's just phenomenal, right? So we really want to support you to in every area if you where you need, so that you can really grow. So that's what we're going to do after this is done. So very cool. Michelle just left. Cool. Thank you so much. So you have to go. That's so good. All right. And we had somebody here online. That is cool. So that comes to the end of today's session. If you really, if this resonated with you and you really want to get to that next level quick, remember, this is how to do it. Book an appointment. This is the link. And I look forward to tomorrow's session. Tomorrow is going to be about decisions and attitude. And there will be really another amazing lesson. So the exercise we did today with the visualization, do that tonight, write your goal and listen to the audio from the video from yesterday and come back tomorrow at 12. And remember, you could always invite somebody, all right? Invite somebody, doesn't cost a thing and it can really change their life. See, there's so many people that need help. There are so many people that are struggling, so many people that are suffering, so many people that are depressed and sad. And this can change somebody's life. This can literally change somebody's life. I was talking to Les Brown the other day. He went off of a call, but he couldn't sleep. So he decided to come back to this presentation that he was doing online. This was about a couple hours later. So he came back into the presentation. And through that call, what Les told me, Les Brown, he said, that guy was so desperate to speak to somebody, he was about to take his life if he didn't have that help. So this kind of information can really change somebody's life for the better. It's not just, about money. It's not just about wealth. It's about health. It's about mindset. It's about sanity. It's about feeling good about yourself. And it can really adjust. So I know those who are hearing this and listening, somebody that needs help. Somebody that's struggling. Somebody that their business is about to go that way because they're not feeling good. If they're not feeling good, their business is not feeling good. So invite them. Appreciate that very much. And with that, this comes to the end of the live, and we'll continue next with the normal program with sales today. So